let's get started, I guess. Hi to everyone that's actually there. Let's see what we can do today. So I will admit that I kind of cheated a little bit in between episodes and rewrote a little bit of stuff. So I apologize for that. So I kind of realized that there was going to be a bit of an issue when, first I should talk about the analysis completion event thing. I finally got the analysis completion event thing working. So the issue that we were having was that, hey JT, the issue that we were having was that the analysis completion events were triggering instantly as soon as I would create one. And the reason that was happening was because I was adding it from the Python console in Binary Ninja. And the way that the Python console was set up, every time you execute a command and it evaluates it, it goes ahead and updates analysis immediately after that command finishes. So by telling it to add an analysis completion event, it would then update analysis, and then the analysis completion event would fire. So that was kind of the issue. So the way to fix that is to go ahead and actually put the analysis completion event inside the background task thread that we're running. And so that way, when it gets added, there's not a update analysis immediately after it. And so what I've done now is I guess I can get rid of this. Actually, hang on. Let me make a copy of this file. I need to update the Git repo too and create a new, because I haven't pushed in a couple of episodes, I think. We'll copy this. I really should have done this before I started messing with it, actually, but oh well. So I didn't really change too much else, sort of. Now we can get rid of this. So instead of doing binary view dot add analysis completion event, which is the normal way that you would just add a completion event if it's just a callback function, I actually create a subclass of it. And what this does is it allows me to pass in more information than would be available normally, because you usually only have access to the analysis completion event object itself, and the object itself generally only has this binary view. But I want to know the function as well, just in case we actually get to the point that there's more than one function, which I don't really remember if there is. I haven't looked at the deobfuscated version of this, the source code or anything, so I don't know how many functions there are. But I thought it would just be smart to kind of start that way. And so now we can pass in the function, we can pass in the view, and this allows us to grab the next thing that we need to do. And this is the other change that I made, and we'll get to why in a second. And that is I created, rather than just passing in a value for the next thing that we're going to try to deobfuscate, it now has a queue that it's going to go through. And the reason for that is, let's come over here and we'll run it real quick. I really need to make a plugin command. You know what? Let's do that first. Let's come down here. And we want to make a unlock plugin. So we want to say equals unlock task thread, pass in the function, and pass in function.start. And then we'll do a view.start. And then we want a plugin command, which I think I might have to import. And we'll do register for function. Yeah, I haven't put that in here yet. I'm a little stuffy today, and I'm sorry if I'm sniffly. Turns out that I'm apparently allergic to everything around my neighborhood, and so anytime I go for exercise, I have like hay fever symptoms for the rest of the day. So that kind of sucks, particularly because the days that I generally run are the days that I stream, like every single one of them, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully this stuff that I just started using will help that, but I don't know. I don't really need an is valid, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's see if that works. Nope. Oh, there's a reason for that. Forgot it's actually still pointed towards my other one, which I haven't been modifying, so of course nothing's going to pop up. Now hopefully we'll get a nope. Whew, I just muted for a second. I'm sorry. I just sneezed like 6 times in a row, literally. Man, this is bad. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and quit and try it again. Oh, it's frozen. Huh. What are you doing? Okay, loaded plugin unlock. So maybe it didn't overwrite it because I already had one there. Oh, because I put it in the wrong place. That's why. Yeah. Man, I am so sorry about the hold my nose down and try and keep from sneezing. Like a major first world problem for a streamer, huh? Okay. Now let's try it. Oh. Did I forget a comma? What did I forget? Yep. God damn it. I'm gonna need a sneeze counter or something. All right, let's try it again. Oh. Did it actually add it? Nope. What is going on with the plugins thing not adding stuff like it's supposed to? I've never seen it not add a plugin when you register it right now. Okay, well, we have our run unlock. Wasting all my time on this dumb plugin thing. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's v.file.file name. Oh my gosh. Starting way earlier today with the typos. Did I actually make it this time? Hey, there we go. And there we go. So that's pretty cool, huh? It got to this point, and this is why I wanted to do the queue, because I know, because of running it manually earlier on one of the early episodes, this jump is going to end up being an unconditional jump. So if we come right here and still do the ret thing, then we're going to get our jump if below or equal, and it's going to end up jumping right here. So what I want to do when I come to one of these situations is actually put this one on the queue to analyze, but then I also want to do this one again once we've done that one. And I don't know, I'm trying to figure out like how that's gonna work exactly. Although maybe I can just say like, if the other thing gets patched out, then just continue. Yeah, maybe that's what we can do. Let me see, how did I end up doing that again? So yeah, so here I do next target, and I just did view functions, but I think we can switch this to function. I think I forgot to do that last time. And I think I want to move this to here. And we can say valid here, and if not valid, continue. And that way, if something gets patched out and is no longer in the graph, it'll end up being just dropped off the queue. So we can, from there, I think what we need to do then is come down here. And find the ret that has the dependent. So if second jump is none, we need to okay, if unconditional target is none, this is where I think we want. Then this is where we would want to return the current one, the current target, and the false branch, just in case. Twitch, they, if anything, they will try to use even more RAM because they really like to, their philosophy for Binary Ninja is if you have the RAM, we should use it. So they focus more on consuming RAM for analysis than actually trying to reduce it. Like, I mean, they're going to try to make it efficient, but they're not going to make a trade-off in terms of if we use more RAM, we can do this faster. So they'll always kind of focus, they'll forget about memory consumption if it means getting some sort of performance gain. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so I think this is where we want to put this in. And let me see, how was I returning these? I think I'm returning none or target. And let's say if target okay, so now if we come up here, okay, so the jump that we get is a medium level instruction. So we want to come down here and say if unconditional target is none, then we want to the original target is going to be jumpil.address, and then the false target is going to be jumpil.false. I believe we want MMLIL, yeah. Oh, it's first jump. First jump is what I want. I think that's what I want. Although, let's double check that because that may not necessarily be correct. Okay, no, good. It looks like it is actually jumping to the address we want. And so we'll return false target first because we want that popped off first. And I believe that that's the direction lists work. No, they go with the back. So we want original target and false target. So that way it'll pop this one off first, then it'll pop that one off. So it'll do this one, then it'll come here. Although I think that means that the next target it goes to will be here. Yeah, no, let's do it the other way. And then we'll have to just do instead of a pop, we'll have to do a 0 and move it ourselves. I don't think there's a pop front or whatever, right? There's a remove, but I don't think that... Oh no, that actually removes the object itself. Yeah, I think that just doing we're gonna append to the back, and then we're gonna pop one off from the front by just saying sub-0, and then using a slice for the to assign it. So target here. Where are we? Getting so much code in this script, I'm gonna have to like move some stuff to another function or another file or something. So this is what we want. I think that's what we want. I have no idea what's about to happen. So let's just kind of undo. All right, let's see. Let's see if this will actually... What? Oh, right. Have to import it first time here. No, it looks like it still got to the same place. Huh. See what our log says. Yeah, so it got to step 4 again. That is where we did our thing, right? Step 4. Yeah. But then maybe it didn't actually reload. Maybe the plugin thing is messed up. Looks like there's a new version of the dev channel binary ninja. Oh, you can take an argument. Smart. I'll do that. Man, why is binary ninja taking so long to to load. Maybe that was it dying. I wonder if it, like a background task thread was still running or something. Yeah, maybe. All right. Now we can do our, oh, I have to spell it right. But look at that, we have run unlock. It's still got to right there. What is going on here? Oh. So we get to here, doing step 4. I was gonna say, did I forget to save it or something? Here. Whoop! What just happened? It just did some more. Is it getting in like some big loop or something? Yeah, there's the cue. And apparently doing background task.list. Huh. What the hell? Did we finally finish? Oh yeah, so we had a list, an empty list. That was very strange. Did that one, but then it looks like it's empty. Did that ruin the list? Because it never actually did the other one. I wonder if it's not if this is not working correctly. Let's try it a different way. Do it the old-fashioned way. So that should get us thing. I'm very confused as to why my background tasks aren't, like, I don't think I need to wait for them or anything. Was I getting like too far in a like recursive thing? Can't imagine that's true. All right, so here we'll also do it. Oh, I guess I do it down there. Okay. Why don't we, just to test things, say actually print out the, I want self.add, I think. Let's see when that actually prints. And let's also do that. That explains why Binary Ninja wasn't quitting fast enough. Yeah, now it quits fast. There was a background task thread that was running, and so it was sitting there hanging. That's why. Yeah, it looks like it still did it. But it doesn't say that something is... Oh, look at that. The analysis completion event didn't run. So it should finish that, and it should do the analysis completion event. Oh. Oh. So sorry. I did not mute. Damn it. God, I feel like such a fucking gross, sick person right now. Fuck. This is just gonna be a ASMR channel for sneezing now. Instead of fucking around with Binary Ninja, we'll just call it Sneezing Around with Binary Ninja. So I think what we want to do here then is do a view.update analysis. We don't want to wait to update it. This might not be the right place to put it. I think that triggering an update analysis it won't actually do it until our thread returns. I'm not sure. I think maybe, let's see. There might be a queue for analysis, like, so that starts analysis. I don't want to start analysis. I want to trigger it and say that it needs analysis. I wonder, I'm pretty sure there's something like that you can add. Analysis changed. Maybe that's what I want. Oh, it's read only. Damn. All right, it might just be update analysis is what we want, but, or I can just do something that would trigger analysis but not actually change anything. No, let's just try update analysis and see what happens. So now let's just get that. I think we've gotten to one that, yeah, that's not gonna, I don't know why that one doesn't. Oh, stack offset. Huh. That's interesting. Why does it? Excuse me. That one's there, and that one's there. So why do they both get targets? But it never actually does this one. Or did we get this backwards? Oh, that's right. Append. Yeah, it's currently a stack. What do you mean is the console window blocking? Like blocking it from being able to run? No, our or is that old? Oh, no, it's not stopping it from running. It's but it is causing it to run if I hit enter. Because I guess the update analysis thing didn't work, so we'll have to just do something else. I bet doing something like just changing the name or something of the function to itself will do it. Let's try that. So yeah, down here, I'm appending the target, but that's not what I want to do. I actually want to put that on the front. Like this. Because if I'm popping off the back, wait, yeah, I messed that up. Now I understand why you were talking earlier about the 0 thing. And I just ignored it and left it because I thought that it was fine. Pop, I need to do pop 0. That will pop from the front. Is that what you were trying to tell me? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I saw that and I was like, okay, yeah, what's the big deal then? I've got the -1 there. I don't know why you're explaining it to me. But it totally makes sense now. Sorry, I've sneezed out like half my brains. I cannot think today. So let's see what we can do now. Still the same thing. Darn it. That didn't trigger it. So how do I get this to trigger? Huh. I guess function name doesn't do it. Let's do something like what can we do here? I need something that will have no side effects, but will kick off, tell it that it needs to do analysis. Maybe a define auto symbol. I wonder if that would do it. Oh, I know what I can do. Let me say function.reanalyze. Maybe that'll do it. Although that might also kick it off before. No, name is, it's the property, it's a property setter and getter, so it would just make a string and then it would make a, and then it would set the string. Oops, I forgot I had the background task running. All right, let's try it again. Oh, well, that's different. It's at least doing something here. Oh, that was interesting. Can I get to the background tasks at least? Huh. So our list is always the same. Why is it saying the next target? Did I? It can definitely get to that target. Did I accidentally put the wrong direction for the navigate thing? No? Let's see. Attempt to navigate to next target. All right. No, I don't want to save. At least that killed it. All right, let's open the log first this time. Huh. So it looks like it's saying true for both. But then going ahead and navigating to it anyways. Navigating to the next one. So something's happening. But it's not getting to here. So why is it continuing? So it says valid is true, but then if not valid, then it continues. Huh. So what could possibly be causing that? Oh, it's while target queue. Haha. Because I forgot. Damn sneezes. I forgot that I added the loop there because if next target is none, because that can happen if it's not a valid thing, then I want to keep looping through until I've cleared the queue of all the nuns. So I need to also break out if it is valid and I have something. I forgot all about that. So we might actually see some progress now. Hey, look at that. Got a little bit farther that time. Ooh. Huh. Why is it up there that it... Huh. That looks pretty good. That was pretty cool, huh? Look at how many of those we did. So let's figure out what our next corner case is. It looks like this one's pretty fucked up. It looks like it might have created that one. I don't know. Let's see. I bet this one does like a... If we change this to be a jump, I bet it's going to go to a jump if less than or equal to. Oh, no, it goes down there. That's cool. Huh. Either way, that it's going to completely ignore that. So it must be something in our unjump that's causing it to... Oh, I see. This has... No. Yeah, this should be a false and a false. Oh, no, it's 3. It's 3 falses. That's why. Because we're looking for the returns. So what we want is... We've got to figure out how to change our thing such that when we come to... I'm wondering if that one should have not been... If that one was... Go farther. No. Let's get back to where we were. Okay, so that was the last patch. So we come here, and normally we'd do a jump. We'd be like, okay, this is our first jumps target. Then come down here and say, okay, this is our second jumps target. Okay, those both go to the same place. And then say, okay, well, what about the ret down here? And normally this would just be a ret here, but instead it looks like they tried to de-obfuscate or obfuscate it more. So we need to say, instead of checking to see if our not unconditional is let's see, we come down here and say if the length of dependence isn't equal to 2, we continue. That's why. And also right here, it has to be the same type of branch, but I think we get lucky here that it's 3 falses. But it could very well have also been this direction that we had a ret, I think. And it's these 2 that matter. So if we look at this and say, what is that, 76? So we got the 3. And they are, of course, not in order. Because it's a dictionary. Oh, hey, thanks for the subscription. That's, wow, you're my first subscription. I appreciate that. I believe that makes you, Ring 3 now or something. I think I called them Ring 3, Ring 0, and Hypervisor, the subscriber things. But yeah, I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. So let's see. Now I guess we need to actually, instead of checking this, we need to do, we want if first jump instruction index in dependence and second, I don't know why I didn't just do this in the first place. This seems so much easier. You know, hindsight. Actually, we want the opposite. All right, so, and this was a set. I say we change this, get rid of this, get rid of that, and we can check if dependence of first jump instruction index, oops, is just equal to the second jump. One. Because it's just an enum, so we can just compare it. Why do I keep trying to do all this fancy shit? I want to make this not equal. All right, let's see if that actually fixes that one. Oh, I keep snorting and I'm so sorry. And I'm sure me like talking about it is also super fun for everybody. All right. Whoops. It broke us for that one. Oh, that's why. Jump. Oh, because second jump doesn't exist yet. Huh, okay. Oh, we were doing this. That's how we were getting the second jump. Let's do this. We're gonna come up here. Oh, we had 2 step 6s. Huh. So we want second jump. It's going to be the next dependence. I'm gonna do sorted. Because I want it to be the lower, I think I want the lower one, the smaller one. think I want something like this. Such a long one. Oh. Let's move that out too. And this should just be... This will just return none, I believe, if it doesn't exist. If not, then we'll figure it out when that comes. I think it's just a pass in a none or something like that if it doesn't just return none on its own. All right, so let's just... I think I might have to put parentheses around this because of the... Oh no, it's got the if. That looks a little nicer. Ret is made in my for loop below as well. Oh. Kidding me. Huh. So we can get rid of this one because this is guaranteed to happen, I think. We just need to check for this still. And second jump is none. Continue. And then get rid of this. Let's try that. I feel like this would take way much longer if I didn't have people sitting here telling me some of the stupid mistakes that I'm making. Hey, got pretty far. Farther. Oh, we got a none type. Doesn't have a... Wait. It attempted to navigate there and then tried to do it anyways. What the hell? Looks like it did pretty good. And it oh, that was the very next one. Why did it... I got the wrong value, it looks like. Let's see what this is. Whoops. Two 1 9. Let's undo 1 2 1 9. I'm interested in understanding why attempt to navigate to that false, and then it still tried to do it. Oh. Let's do this. Because then it probably was the only thing there, so it dropped down here. It said none, so it was like, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. We'll do it live. I swear, if y'all were doing that that little Twitch cheer thing and you cheered every single time that I made a typo, I would be living like a king. All right, we got there without having any sort of log issues now. So we stopped, but why is that in the queue and the other thing is not in the queue? So let's see. Let's go back up a little bit. Where were we? Next thing should have been BDBF. All right. So for okay, 104 finished. 83 219. Why does it jump over this one? So 104 and then 83. Whoop. $104. So then really we should just have an edit here if we did 83.3. Then we come here. Then we should just kind of like come through here until we get to here. Unless it's the undo is not working, but seems like the undo is working just fine. Why is it jumping to... I've forgotten what all my jumping to. Oh, huh. Do I have another one of those? No. It seems like that is not what was originally there. Because there's a jump if greater than there. Yeah, step 8. Okay, so something... Let's come up here and say... I know we are doing in our background task, we're actually looking for the if, yeah. Let's do this. Let's see what address it actually finishes on, or actually runs on, as opposed to what address it started on before it started looking. That would probably help us figure out where we're going. That is pretty cool looking, if you ask me. I really like the way it looks when it does that. All right, so it's finishing on this, which is where interesting. So it gets to this one, it patches it with the correct address, but then puts this on? Why is that the... So do we have that wrong down here? How is it doing that? I don't understand. Was there... It doesn't look like there's a Q or anything, so it's not going backwards. Our Q did work here though, that's cool. Where it couldn't navigate to something that got patched out and then navigated to something that it was patched, or wasn't patched out. I feel like I need more verbose logging to tell me why I am jumping to that location. I'm gonna... Oh, no, it's like this. Gotta tell you, I love format strings. They are so great. I love Python 3. Ugh, I can't hold my coffee and do the command palette at the same time. Whoops. Unsupported string. Whoop. Unsupported format string passed to medium level IL instruction. Oh. Yes. Whoops. Oops. Yeah, thank you. I feel like I find some of the errors after or before I manage to look over at the chat. And then I'm just like, oh, yeah, could have used that like 20 seconds ago. Okay, now let's see what we got. C213 is gone. But it's not, it's right there. C228 is not there anymore. So let's undo and see where we go. Okay, so that's our first jump, which is correct. This is our second jump. Why is... it's picking the false branch to go to. But I'm patching the correct thing. Oh, because I'm telling it to always branch. That's the problem. Which means that would never actually work. Is one of them... No, those are all false. I don't understand. Oh, it's the else. I bet you... Dependence.values. Let's see what's happening here. I'm wondering if dependence.values is actually the culprit and it has like this unconditional in it, even though they really shouldn't. There's no trues up here. I feel like we're at least making some progress here though today, as opposed to last week or Tuesday where I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. All right, where did we get to now? Same place. Oh, because I just printed the thing. There is a true. Why is there a true? That dependence is also for the ret. There's no true. Unless it's here? Oh, it's the undefined. That's what it is. How is the dependence getting... Yeah, so I need to say... Not this. Should just be this. Because I don't actually need to like search for it anymore because I know exactly which one it's going to be. And I think this is kind of an issue anyways. I don't think this is ever going to happen actually because I'm patching always branch anyways. If this turns out to not be always the case, then I need to actually move this up there as well and do, I need to do this. I'll go ahead and do it. And then I want to do never branch. Actually, I can move this up out of this as well. Do I need patch BB? Yeah, the end. Okay, I think that actually will make it better. Later, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's see what happens. That got pretty far. It got farther, I believe. All right. What happened? Really? Okay. I'm gonna... Where's that print? No, I don't need that. Ooh, my stomach's growling. I hope y'all can't hear that. Hope my my noise thing is stopping it. Do I have that pair in my dictionary? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But we're gonna find out what those values are. All right. Oops. That looks a little better. Why do we not do that one? So we finish. Oh. It never does anything. Step 6 for ABA. Where are we? All right, so we're getting to step 6 now. And bailing. Oh, excuse me. All right. I should have really just put these in the first place. This is why you should always have proper error messages. Oops. Yep, I had a background task that was paused. Means I should probably try to reanalyze the binary anytime I'm returning early, because I might have something else in the queue that it needs to check, and that's the problem. I love the new command palette. It's so great. And I think they're supposed to be pushing a new stable soon. So that'll be on the regular thing instead of just on dev. Didn't find a ret. Huh. It's probably this jump. So if it finds a jump that's not code, That's not even, yeah, that's outside the binary. Can't find that. So let's add that. Should be a, what are we looking for? Where's our thing? So normally a jump in the middle of a function gets lifted as a goto. So if you actually see a jump, it generally is something outside of your function. So we should be able to use that to our advantage here, because we're really just looking for endpoints. Now that's longer. And that time we got a, ooh, an and. Really? Oh shit. That's a new one. That's a fun check right there. What are the, what? Why is it, if not 0 and signed equals overflow, why is it doing that instead of actually making the conditions? This should just be a jump if greater than. Is it because of the XOR? Oh, I bet that's what it is, because let's look at lifted. That's fun. No, it says that it changes every flag. Huh. Now I'm curious as to why. This is why it switched it. Because since this flag is unimplemented, when they check it here, they can't actually switch it to a condition. So that means that the get condition for flag or something like that, it's not gonna, it can't lift it to the condition, and so it has to just manually do it like this, which means that I have to handle that. This one's weird. This one shouldn't, I don't understand why. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but shouldn't. Now I gotta look this up. So I want x86 XOR instruction. Oh, flags. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Google knows exactly what I want. So this is a bug in the lifter. The state of the AF flag is undefined, so that should be unimplemented maybe. But the OF and CF flags are cleared, which means that this instruction is incorrect. So yes, so ding, bug. I'm gonna add, let's make a text file. Oh, I've already got my text file from before that I've been deleting some from. Reported that. I can't remember if I reported that one. Reported that. Didn't report that yet. I need to, and I haven't reported that yet. So XOR in x86 is lifted incorrectly, the OF flag should be cleared but is unimplemented. Oops. All right, so man, that's going to be a hard one to implement. Well, you know what? Just going to do it like this. Where did my stuff go? I'm going to take the easy way out for now. So thanks to De Morgan's law, I know that the opposite of an and is going to be an or. So we'll just not even try to parse it. This will be a little hard. Let me see, what am I looking at? And then the other side is O. Let's just do the left. Although, do we just check to see if the left and the right are, like, if they're equal? Compares opposites. First ops and second ops. Huh, let me see. We could do something like, all right, so we'll add a tuple here. Oops, knocking my mouse around. Oops. So if we do this, then when we come up here, is there a way to expand a tuple? What happens if you zip two things? Let's support iteration. What happens if you do Oh no, that's not what I want. What is the thing I want? Huh, I can't remember the collections thing that I want. Huh. I don't think it's collections I want, but no, iter tools is what I want. Can't remember what it is that I want. I just want to combine the two, like everything, like just flatten them all into one thing. Maybe it's this, iter tools chain. Turn that into a tuple. But what happens if I do a chain of, if I make this a tuple, that's a tuple, what happens? Yeah, that's not gonna work. So let's say if and then we'll do this. Make sure they're always a tuple. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Turn a single tuple of all variables and constants. So this should just give us a tuple of, actually make it a tuple. A tuple that will have Z, C, and F, and then we can, down here, and we can say if, let's see, reduce is actually like, nope, that's in func tools now, isn't it? Damn. Yeah. Can I just do a reduce? True, true. Oops. I think I have to actually have a okay. So that's what I want. do a... Actually, there's also a, what is it? Import ops, import operations, import operation. Nope. Import op. Nope. What is? Damn. Forgetting all my Python today. Python operation. What is it? Op. Add op? Is that what it is? Nope. That didn't come up at all with what I wanted. Add operator. Operator. Is it not in Python? Did I not try operator? No, I tried operations. From operator, import, and operator. Oh. Nope. Do a dir on that. Oh, they're just the names. That's cool. Looks like and underscore is what I want. So we want op dot and. We'll come up here and say operator as op. Ugh, lost myself. Op and then we'll do O for O in first ops. And that should now give us a that should tell us now if we and all of these together. So it'll say, actually, isn't there something else that's, it's like if all, let me look that up. I think it's all. I think they have to all be true. Yes. I'm making this super complicated. If any oh wait, no. If not all. That's pretty cool. So let's try that. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. I had myself muted because I was sneezing, and then apparently I didn't unmute myself. I'm still really stuffy. I'm so sorry. So, anyways, the interesting thing here is that there is no second ret here, and that's why it says it doesn't find a ret, and so it's finished. But the issue here is that it actually ends up jumping back to the same place, and this is what's pretty devious in that it increments ESP by 1 byte. So now the stack is off and weird, and it would and if you notice, it totally breaks right here. It no longer says like var. So that's pretty funny. Let's see. So we can change this to, instead of looking for rets, we can just look for instructions that have branch dependence, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that. I just happened to look over and be like, oh, why is there like a highlighted thing there? So now, instead of looking for rets, here we need to say if branch dependencies. So this is the one we want to find. But we also want to find this one down here. So what do we want to do? $136. So we have our 2 branch dependents there. Let's see, we'd only have 1 right here. So I think what we want to do, and then this one should also have 2. So I think what we want to do then is have the check to see if there's a lack of branch dependent, or if there's at least 2 branch dependent. As soon as we have 2 branch dependent, then we should add that as well. Huh. That's going to be an issue as well. Oh, sorry. Let's say, or current IL dot operation go to, and it has branch dependence that's greater than 1, because we end up with like getting to right here. That has a go to, and it has like, there's generally like a bunch of go-tos around here, because if we look at this, it always ends up being like a jump if not equal, then jump if or jump if not overflow, then jump if overflow, there's a jump. So if we get to right here, that's going to be lifted as a go-to, and then we also have our branch dependence, and then that'll skip. It'll do this one as well, but both of those will be false. And then we'll get to here, and this one is going to be a go-to, but it has no branch dependence because it's a unconditional jump. I did medium level IL operation. All right. So let's try that. And I can already see where that's going to have an issue eventually. When we get to having, if we actually encounter a true branch, like a real branch in the program, our branch dependence model is going to change a little bit because we're going to have to start adding, we're going to have to account for the fact that the unconditional branch is no longer going to be empty of branch dependence, because it could potentially have, if the program goes down one particular path, then that is going to be its branch dependence from earlier. So we'll have to check if the branch dependence doesn't have the first conditional jump in it. But that's a problem for future Josh. Uh-oh. What else did I mess up? Left off an extra parenthesis. We see a couple of that flow graph bug happening in there. Okay, I feel like this one's going really long. Wow. Looks like we skipped a few. Oh, yeah. So it got really far this time. Damn. Interesting that it skipped this one. And it skipped that one. Weird. Got into a few that it actually skipped. We got to here. It should know. All right. Oh yeah, I should bring the view out so you can see more of it happening at once. That'd probably, whoa! Look at that. That is a large queue of things to check. That makes me think that our, let's see, step 5. What is step 5? First jump BB not and BB dominators. Where are we? Damn, I don't even know where this one is. Oh, we're up here somewhere. So all right, and then what was it that I function.reanalyze? I'm gonna go ahead and put here print adding faults branch to queue. Now that the other thing I need to do, I don't want this. I want to output these as hex, but in a string. So let's do all right. That should give me my nice clicker hex things. All right. So let's zoom out for a second. Let's see what happens. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I don't even know. Yeah, y'all can see that. Yeah. Oh. All right. Oh, it looks like our adding that that function reanalyze got us a lot farther again. Now it says started, but then didn't output anything. Let's go see where we are. Huh. So that's here. Oh, I see. It got to here and undefined is not a thing. So what we want to do then is do a function.reanalyze here. All right, let's see, how far did we get? We got to 299. Let's do mapped medium IL. No, low levels IL is pretty good. So we got to 299, it looks like. No, 304. Oh, there's something somewhere else. Oh yeah, 302. So, all right, so we got to 304. Let's see how far we get now. Oh, yes, that's it wasn't the Python console that was outputting. It was the log, and I think the log automatically adds a new line anytime there's a print anyways. So that's probably why it had the issue there. So let's see now how far we get. We'll zoom out again and unlock. Need some like theme music for this. The Benny Hill theme song. It's kind of cool. Oh man, I don't know if y'all can see it, but because it's so much smaller, but I can definitely see, like, even with it completely zoomed out, I can see the highlight of what instruction it's on, and you can just see it like moving up and down the thing as it goes through the queue and handles the different ones. That's really cool. All right, so oh, that's too far. Where's the okay? There's a little pause when it gets to the actual zoom part. Okay. Yeah, so we got to the same place, and oh, that's interesting. It added the same thing for the queue twice. We got here. It updated the analysis, but still didn't do anything. There's definitely two more things on the queue. Huh. Although actually both of these should end up with the same thing. Actually, this one might get into an infinite loop, because it'll add this again and try to do it, and then it'll, well, no, that shouldn't add anything. It should just pop off. And then it'll get here again. No, it'll get here again and do it again, and it might just sit there in infinite loop, but I don't know why it's not infinite looping already. And I also don't know why oh, I know why, because this needs to be added sooner. Huh. No, I'll just do it like this. I don't, well, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter if it's added up here, because it'll just run, and if there's nothing in the queue, then it'll just not do anything. All right, give you that nice little thing. Watch it and see if you can see the highlighting this time. I definitely can. Maybe I'll zoom in just a little bit farther. It's so far down though. Whoa! We crashed it. What just happened? Nice. That's like an extra special bug when I can get Binary Ninja to crash from the Python. So now the question is, what happened and how can I keep it from doing that again so that I can fix it? I guess we can just wait a second. Oh, I know what I can do. I can... Yeah, I don't know why that happens every single time. It's annoying. All right. Nope. Gotta get that log up before it crashes. Look at that queue getting long. But then presumably it gets smaller at some point. Although I will say I am seeing one particular one repeatedly. Seeing the same instruction. Man, it is like queuing up a bunch of stuff now. Maybe I should stop printing that queue. I feel like maybe we're in an infinite loop now or something. Oh, I think it crashed. No, it didn't crash. Oh, we gotta return to temp 0. How far did we get? This looks weird as hell. Okay, so let's patch this to get it out of the way. Whoops. It was paused on a analysis thing. All right, let's see. What does this look like? All right, so we just got a bunch of stuff down here that it's doing. Okay. Clearly that's not valid. Oh, I wonder which one it's getting on that's keeping it from... Man, look at all those... things that have been pushed onto the queue. Aha! Finally. I don't know why that takes so long to come up sometimes. Abort called incorrect checksum for freed object, probably modified after being freed. Nice! Disassembly view show instruction. We gotta use after free. That's a fun one. Nice. I like that one. Let's see. All right, so got a bunch of those. Got that. Seems like what are we into? Ah, that's what it is. It's the in the unret. If it's a, yeah. Input. Do that. So then that one's gonna be that right there. It's gonna come up here. Get rid of those. So should just, yeah. Feels like yeah, this is what I was hoping what this thing would do once I finally got it kind of working, would be to just like jump all over the place and kind of like just clear out a shit ton of stuff. All right. See where we are now. Seems like we've gone down a rabbit hole somewhere. And we really need to get back to here. We'll have to look into that because I'm a little worried that it's patching things that we don't actually want to patch. Ah, haha. All right. I think we actually finally got to the next thing. I'm gonna turn off that queue. I don't want to print the queue anymore. That just takes up so much space. So now we have gotten to here. And it is jumping to, it has this crazy EAX value and crazy value that it's adding to it. But then that ends up being this data, which means that it's jumping to right here. So, oh, look, there's a nice little string in the data. later, JT. I'm going to finish up in just a little bit anyways. So we'll implement this one real quick, I think, and then call it a day. That is really cool. We had a couple of places where it had to redo it. I'll have to make sure that it can still get to this point. But we can do a go to var. This one is just going to be so we know if we're coming into this one, we're going to be a jump. And I think we can just do $67.value. Nope. Nope. All right. The dest, maybe? That's this one that I need to do. Yeah. So I was hoping so we got to do a check to see. Oh, excuse me. Yo, what's up? God, I said that so nerdy. What's going on? So now we want to, so we want to check this, and maybe let's just do another visitor. And all we want to do here is visit IL jump. I think that's where we are right now. Yeah, it's just a jump. And then we will just do a return self.visit expression.dest. Whoa, that is not what I wanted. Double autocomplete, and then load. And then and just in case, we'll add this one as well. Now we can just come here, do a visitor visit IL. And if jump value is none, then we'll do a function.reanalyze and return. And we'll go ahead and say jump target not constant. And then otherwise, how many This might be an issue. Oh no, we've got enough. Although if that was just jump to something at EAX, we wouldn't be able to patch it. So that would be an issue. Although actually, you know what? I don't need to actually patch that one. It's definitely used right there. Don't know. Oh, I didn't save. So what we can do here is we can say function.set user indirect branches, and we can do il.address, and then a list bv.arch, and then we can do jump value. And return jump value. Yeah, that should actually do that one. We are working on automated de-obfuscation of a obfuscated binary, and this is the third technique, I believe, that we will have de-obfuscated. So let's check this and see. Oops. Actually, let me see. Did I just import it? Go to var. Nope. Cool. Now it's there. All right. Which one is that again? Let's see if this works. Yep. Cool. But something is wrong. Oh no. That's right. Can I undo that one? Yes, okay. That is not what we want. We want to jump to what is at this place. So let's make a binary reader. So stuffy. I can do a read. Damn. I guess I'll just say if bv arch dot can't remember what it's called now. Pointer size, address size. We'll just assume we're always little endian. So this way, instead of using binary view.read, I'm using a binary reader, which has these nice helper functions that just read out integers. So I don't have to deal with doing the struct and the format and all of that dumb stuff. So instead, we can just do this. It'll give us the integer. Everybody's happy. And maybe that one will actually work. And I can't type Python apparently. We'll put it else here. All right, let's try that one more time. Yeah, make sure we're 267. Nope. Forgot to import it. Okay, cool, got that. Damn it. Wait, was that another one? No, it's just those two. Okay. Hate when I do that. Okay, any more red? Nope, you're happy with me, Visual Studio? Cool. Nope. Oh. I forgot to actually change this to target. That will fix it, hopefully. There we go. No, that is still incorrect. Wait, unless there's a bunch of... Ah, yeah, okay. Cool. So then that got us to the next one. It returned the address that it's supposed to know. It returns jump value. This should be target. Actually, because I did instead of patching that one, I can do this again. Oh, it's a jump 2 now. Whoops. All right, now we can do it. Yes, and that should be the value we want. Yes. So then it'll, if we do it again, it'll come here and it'll keep doing stuff. So let's, God, my fucking nose is just dripping like crazy. Hay fever sucks. Thanks for the comment. I mean, yeah, like if it's not 4 and it's not 8, like it's gonna be some weird ass thing. It's not. I'm definitely not gonna be deobfuscating like 16-bit binaries. I don't think a 16-bit binary would even have enough space to be able to handle all of this obfuscation. Like it's jumping all over the place. Like you'd run out of space for your actual program. So, all right, let's see what happens when we do this one. All right, so we're here. Let's zoom out so we can watch it be all fun. Excuse me. All right. Let that go for a little bit. It's kind of interesting watching the calling convention of the function change every so often, because I think it sees variables that are being suddenly used without being referenced, and so it's like, oh no, wait, the ESI, EDI, like, oh, I've got things that are being referenced, so they must be function arguments. No, we're still going. I feel like I might need to like make a GIF of this and for the next time I'm tweeting out about what we're working on. Man, it's going forever now. And I can't tell if we're in like an infinite loop now or what, because like it does seem like it's changing some. Let me see if I can get the log up. Maybe I need to stop outputting most of this stuff and just put the next one. Damn, this is going forever. And then like how do you tell if it's actually finished going like jumping through everything or it's infinite looping? Like I guess I could add a scene set that says like if I've seen this address more than once, then or more than twice, I guess, then I should bail. But I don't know if that would actually solve the infinite looping. Maybe I should just output like how many times a certain thing has been seen. I think it is infinite looping right now. Because the bottom there hasn't really changed much, and it looks like it's just kind of going. What happens if I... Can I even type? Is there enough? No. Keeps losing focus. I can't type there right now. Okay, actually that does look different. Or no, I was just in one of the ILs. Yeah, look at this. So it's kind of just like going back and forth right there now. Although maybe it's actually doing something, because the fact that the graph keeps changing means that like when it disappears like that, it usually means that something has modified the graph and it's causing that one flow graph rendering bug. But it does seem to be... I think we're getting now into just an infinite loop. Because like, you see how it just keeps doing the things there? That, or that's it's going through it might be going through all of these conditional jumps right here like those kinds of things, and eventually it's going to get rid of all of those. I'm curious what kind of process it's going through that it keeps hitting the same blocks over and over and over again. The xrefs graph is a good way to know what address it's on when it's navigating. Yeah, I'm seeing the 409A55 a lot. But now I'm curious, like, if it's not infinite looping, then I don't want to prune it based on the fact that it's seen a particular thing multiple times. It does seem like it's moving back up the tree a bit. Every so often it moves up, which means that it's going... Huh. It's so interesting. Huh. Might have hit the spot that I need to... No, I don't see it. Though it's hard to read this shit when it's doing this to me. But there's eventually a spot which we kind of explored last time at the end of the thing where it actually does the move into zero thing. And it could be that it's found that and it's getting super messed up now. Because I can tell that a bunch of this stuff is still like the garbage area that it should be avoiding. Oh, adding false branch to queue. Huh. That must be it. I think it's actually gotten into the... Let's quit. I think it's gotten into one of the conditional here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Actually, where it said false branch. Adding false branch to queue. Okay, yeah, that's what it's seeing. That there's no unconditional target. So maybe we do need to prune it for a little bit, and until we can figure out why it's visiting the same locations multiple times. Like I can put it up at a high number like 10 or something like that. Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably those two are probably related to it. But it's time for me to call it a night, and so I think this is a really good place to pick up next time, which should be next Tuesday, I believe. Let me make sure. Let me look at my calendar. I don't think I have anything going on. Nope. Yeah, so next Tuesday for sure, the 22nd, same time. And then also on Sunday, the 20th, I will probably be doing another special episode of Fucking Around with Binary Ninja, in which I fail a lot at potables and crack me's and stuff. I'll put my Twitter in. That's my Twitter. Well, cool. I'm glad that you found me without actually following me on Twitter. That's like pretty much one of the only places I announce it. Yeah, so on Sunday nights, I'll be doing my Winery Ninja, which is where I just drink a bottle of wine and try to do some simple crack me's and potables, and usually fail horribly because I don't know what the hell I'm doing when I'm using GDB and such. Then Tuesday we'll pick up right here, and we'll keep going, and hopefully we'll get to a point where we can actually deobfuscate this. This is taking a lot more episodes than I expected, but I'm having a lot of fun trying to figure all this stuff out. We've gotten pretty far, and I think it's pretty cool. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good night. I'll catch you next time. Bye.